Hey everyone, welcome back to Tyranny of Dragons. We are starting a new arc today, and let's jump in.
Howdy guys, I'm Wesley and I'll be playing Tristana Zahara, Fire Sorceress.
I'm Ryan. I'll be playing Aubryn, Son of the Sun, half elven paladin and Palor.
And I am Molly, and I will be playing the half-elven rogue, Noah Lockhart.
Thank you, players. Now, you ride north toward the city of Elturel. Let me show you the Sword Coast once more. And draw this for you. Share. Okay. Okay, so it got a little blurry. Let's see. You see greenest? Yes? Anyone? Greenest?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't think it was going to be so blurry. Anyway, Elturel is here. And they have, Ontharr Frume has chosen to take a direct path north to Elturel instead of keeping to the roads through Burdusk and Scornubel. Besides that, I'll show more later. Stop sharing. Okay. Despite the brief respite taken shortly after dusk, the Hellriders push their horses to the limit. The sun dips below the horizon on the second day, but the light, as if refusing to bow to the darkness of night, defiantly remains. This is as you approach Elturel, the Hellriders have chosen not to stop for much more than a few hours of sleep. Aha! Shouts Guildmaster Frume as he points at the sky. The Guardian greets us. As you top a rise, the source of illumination is beyond belief. Socketed in the sky above the city Elturel rests the shining phenomenon known colloquially as the Guardian. The river Kyanthar splits the city in two, the market district to the south and the residential district to the north. As if chanting, Frume yells out, "To hell with the enemies of Torm! To hell!" resounds the mounted warriors. "To hell for our brothers in arms! To hell!" they answer. "We live to ride. Now, if you're wondering about our shimmering friend, legend has it that the Guardian is what remains of High Cleric Barultar Bandradon's embodied faith. When the Archdevil Zariel sent its minions against Elturel, Bandradon defiantly resisted. He rode into hell to face the devil, leaving behind an avatar of Torm to defend the city. Once Hell's minions were pushed back to its fiery gate, the first of the Hellriders returned the favor by riding into hell and killing the demons for good. Bandradon was never found, but his aspect remains in the form of the Guardian, Elturel's ever-faithful ward against Hell's evil. Ah, but that is enough for stories. Now is the time for celebration, he says, as your riding party dissolves into the bustling city. Come with me, adventurers. You are to be guests of the Order of the Gauntlet, and your expenses at the Black Antler Inn shall be taken care of. Frume shows you around the town, pointing out the city temple, the library, the marketplace, and the smithy. Vladovik Hammerfell, who supplies the Hellriders. all the while telling you of tomorrow's festival celebrating Torm's true resurrection. The city's upper district to the north is being decorated in ribbons of pure white when you arrive at the Black Antler Inn. Though it is nighttime, the ever-illuminated city remains alive, with many denizens still busy finishing last-minute preparations. Feel free to rest and explore the city. Frume has assured you that the subject of the cult will be discussed upon the arrival of a scholar from Candlekeep in a few days' time. Additionally, your friend Orion is welcome to the healing magic of the Clerics of Torm. Leanin quickly makes a beeline for the library.
All right. All right. So Noah, we've been riding on horses, right?
You have, yes, a lot of riding on horses
Yeah.
for 2 days straight.
So Noah just kind of arc his back on the horse and get off or dismount. Just kind of stretch like. All right. Well, looks like she's got something to occupy herself with. What time is it right now?
I'll be back eventually, she says, looking very excited.
Oh no! Take your time. I don't really care.
No, she's already gone. So
Yeah.
And so we're at the inn right now, correct?
Yes, the Black Antler Inn.
As we go inside, is there are we outside of it, or are we inside of it, in our rooms or something?
You're outside of it.
Okay.
It's kind of Frume has kind of dropped you off.
Is this place known for anything that we should know of? I don't know, is it a really big city? Is it a small city?
Elturel? Here, let me show you.
Aubrey would have gone straight to the healers for Orion.
All right. Screen sharing. This is the city of Elturel.
Yeah.
This light acts like daylight above the city, and it spans for miles outside the city walls.
All right.
And let me sorry to interrupt you. Stop sharing. I have one more picture that'll kind of give you a layout of the city. It's not nearly as nice, but it gives you an idea. Screen share. Okay. So this isn't exactly what I described. The marketplace is up here. In my Elturel, the marketplace is across the Grand Bridge to the south. The commerce district is in the south on the south of the river, and to the north is the residential district. The High Hall being where the High Cleric resides, and the garden is where generally festivities take place and that sort of thing. Capiche?
Yeah.
Writing stuff down.
Yeah, I got you. That's why I was waiting. It's a lot of information, so I'm here for your questions.
Yeah, I would have gone straight to the place for Orion.
Okay.
Nothing
So
after.
the Temple of Torm is on the is basically where the High Hall is. That is an elevated
section of the Temple of Torm. This city that you will come quickly to know is rabid about the god Torm. So yes,
Oh, great! More than one religious nut I got to worry about. All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with Ryan and Orion doing their thing.
I see what you did there.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Garth, unless you were doing anything, Tristana would just go inside and like freshen up and like eat something, take a bath, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no. By all means, you do you. I'm gonna get a drink. I really want one.
Okay.
Danny,
that was me talking
And
to you,
just-
not as Tristana, but
And
you know.
just take a load off.
All right.
So the Black
talking
Amber. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Molly.
The Black Antler Inn is relatively upscale. It's a nice inn. It's not. I mean, it's not exceptionally fancy, but it's nice. Well taken care of. As you enter the upscale inn, business is slow, and only a few patrons are sharing drinks and conversation. A sturdy lizard folk mans the bar, and he sees you enter. What ho, adventurers! The heroes of greenest approach. Greetings, greetings. Please, sit down and have a drink. You must be weary from your travels. My name is Grauk. What can I get you?
You like unmuted yourself, so I thought you were gonna say something. Okay. Yeah. So as we approach, like as we enter, Noah just kind of like this, hands behind his head. It's like, and he would like raise his eyebrow at the lizard folk. I'm not sure if he's really seen one. How rare are they?
He looks out of place.
Yeah.
But considering Elturel's location, it's quite a distance to the south of the marsh. Actually the marsh. Come on. The marsh of Chellenber, and lots of lizard. There's actually lizard folk community within there. So I mean, it's miles to the north of Elturel, but there's a lizard folk here and there in Elturel.
All right. And so Noah would just kind of take it in stride, and he'd walk up to the bar, kind of mosey on down, sit down, put his elbows on the bar. Like, I just like just a little bit of light ale. That'd be fine. That'd be fine with me.
All right, I reckon I can do that for you, and one for your friend. Excuse me, miss. Would you like the key to your room?
And so you see this, as you kind of like turn to look, you see this like beautiful blonde woman with blue eyes and like blue kind of like silk like roby, like kind of like similar like to what Tristana wearing, but it's a little bit different. And she kind of like just kind of sits gingerly down. She's like, no, I'll have a wine, please.
I can do that for you, milady.
And she like looks to the to you, Noah. Is the seat taken?
No, sure, go ahead. And I mean, would he know this is you?
No, like you think Tristana went to go have like a bath, and like she's like she basically went up to like her room, and all of a sudden like there's just like this blonde woman who's just kind of like there.
Like,
I mean, it's me, but like Noah does not know that it's her. So let's have some fun, Molly.
Like, sure, go ahead.
Okay, so I sit down, and as we're like waiting for our drinks, I kind of make some pleasant conversation. Did I hear correctly that you are a hero of a little farming village greenest, or something? I'm not really versed with the geography. Is that true?
Noah look over and a smile on his face. As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I am.
Ah. So what did you do to claim this title as hero? Did you slay a dragon? Rescue a beautiful princess?
Uh, you could actually say that both those things are true.
Oh, I'm sure that the story does not grow in the telling, but and she kind of like sizes you up. You seem the type.
You, you know what to tell her. Oh,
The
fantastic.
sad thing is that this is our attempt at flirting because this is all we know from movies and anyway, it's fine.
Oh, LOL. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. You sure can tell, huh? All right.
Oh yes, I have an eye for such things.
Yeah, so, what's your name, Miss? Mine's Noah.
She kind of like gingerly like, very like noblishly like kind of like raises her hand to you to like shake it. Alexandra.
Well, Alexander, nice to meet you.
Yes, you too. Tell me, are you traveling with anyone or are you by yourself?
Yeah, my companions are off doing whatever. One of them's freshening up. Other one is went to the medical bay.
Medical bay.
Uh-huh.
That must be interesting.
Hey, yeah, a bit of a friend. Got hurt. Yeah, but yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's dour stuff. We don't need to be talking about that.
Yes, where's that wine and the what was it, ale? She kind of like looks around, like seeing where the bartender's at.
Yes, I have it right here for you. Your wine and your ale. Anything else?
And she kind of looks to you, Noah. He's like, oh, I could do for something to eat. If would you like to join me?
Yeah, sure. And by the way, it's on me. I'm with Frume.
Ah, Frume.
Mm-hmm.
The what's his mustache, armor, kind of loud and like brutish.
Loud, abrasive,
Boorish.
upfront, boorish. Yeah, that guy.
Ah.
Grauk eyes you too, sheepishly.
Is that his name?
Grauk, yes.
Grauk. I see.
So, what exactly would you like to eat?
What do you have?
Well, we have a variety of meats to choose from. Pastries as well. We do a mean shepherd's pie. Quite the delicacy. I can do.
What else do you have?
We have a very nice roast duck. It is glazed with a cranberry sauce.
Anything else?
Here, let me get you a menu.
Dang it. All right. Fair enough.
So how much? Actually, no. Noah wouldn't say anything.
Yes, here is our menu. I can start you off with some, perhaps a variety of nuts to select from.
All right, and nuts, yeah. And Noah's looking over what I'm assuming is a overly elaborate menu with many different things on it. He's like,
You do read, don't you?
it's like,
I mean,
yeah,
most common folk don't read.
yeah, I do.
Ah,
And, I'll
full of
just,
surprises. She means that like very like not like trying to sound like above like condescendingly, like she's genuinely surprised. But not like genuinely like complimentative. It's not a word, but pretend it is.
yeah. And so Noah just kind of looks at her for a second, like, Yes, commoners are always full of surprises, aren't we? I'll just take the duck. Thank you.
Yes, that sounds quite nice. I'll take that as well.
As you wish. It
All
will
right.
be only a moment. And he walks off behind the counter, behind the, into the kitchen.
Yeah. And then as we're just kind of moseying around, or just sitting around, Noah'd be kind of like fiddling with his fingers, looking at the ale, and like, oh wait, and his head would kind of perk up for a bit. You'd see his like half elven ear do like a little twitch. I don't know. And he looked behind him like, hey, there's one of my companions now. And after he says that, hoping that you look away, he's gonna go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to put honey in the ale.
In your ale?
In my ale, yes.
All right. I'm gonna roll perception, correct?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna win, but I want to see if I can.
Look at my sleight of hand.
I rolled a 7 plus like, oh, let me see, like, let's say 4, 11.
Yeah, that was like 20.
Roll with disadvantage. Honey pours slowly.
Yeah.
All right, so 24,
Gotta beat
and the
an
second
11.
one
Boyo.
was a 23.
All right.
Or
But I
sorry,
also roll with
21.
advantage, so you know,
A 21. Sorry.
it's fine. I don't care. Yeah, I don't see it.
All right, so yeah, puts it in there quickly. You know, he sees it kind of dripping. He's like, "Come on!" And then he's like, "It gets in there."
I mean that one right there.
Oh, sorry. And he kind of like put it away. He's like, I don't know. Maybe a glimpse of the door opening, the sun. It's kind of bright outside. I don't know. I was wrong.
The door has been closed the entire time we've been here.
Oh, has it? And he takes a drink.
What a strange one, aren't you? And she kind of like raises her like glass to you and takes one.
Yep.
A drink.
Always
Take a
full
drink.
of surprises. It's a drink.
So I guess it'd be a good time to transition over to Ryan.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well done, Molly. Well done. I can't wait for Act 2 of this scene.
Sure. Ryan.
Yes.
As you make your way through Elturel to the Temple of Torm, I mean, you do so easily. The streets start to clear just a little bit. Many of the festivities already being finished. Much of the upper district is covered in white ribbons and flowers and such. You're greeted once you reach the temple by a cleric of Torm.
What does he say?
Hello, I am Phineas. How may I help you?
I'm Auburn, and this is my friend Orion. I point to the guy behind me.
Your friend does not look well. Does he require aid?
Nor does he feel it. And I would request your aid. The best healers you have.
At once. And he turns around, motioning to others within the temple. They rush out to grab Orion under his arms and to carry him as he hobbles into the temple and to a side room not far from the entrance where medical supplies are held, and your friend will be taken care of. From where do you hail?
I come from Greenest. And we picked him up along the way.
You must have come in with the Hellriders, I assume.
I did. I came straight here.
Surely you have stories to tell. I hear it was quite the battle.
It was quite the battle until the Hellriders arrived, and then it was over in an instant as they finished it off.
Uh,
With ease.
with admiration, Phineas's eyes kind of grow wide. Yes, they have a tendency to wrap things up quickly. And he looks a little somber, as if perhaps his life choices are not what he wishes that they would have been.
I'll make you a deal. You give me a bed for the night. Quite exhausted myself. I've been up nearly 3 days straight now.
Uh,
We'll get a drink afterwards. I'll tell you a tale.
Absolutely, I would love to. Right this way.
Good man.
He notices your pendant and your regalia.
Yeah, big shield with the symbol of Pelor on it.
So, what exactly are you? I see that you wear the symbol of the sun god, Father Pelor.
I'm a holy warrior of the Sun Father.
Wow. So, like, a paladin.
Yes.
Yes, please follow me a little bit more quickly. Let's get you to your room. I would love to hear the stories you have to tell.
Of course. I don't have too many. I spent most of my time in the northernmost temple. Just recently I've left to complete a mission or request.
Mm. Well, any story would do better than sitting, reading books upon books.
How old is this guy?
He looks to be very young, a young human male.
Gotcha. Perhaps you could switch occupations in the name of Torn.
I don't know. I'm not sure I have the stomach cut out for that.
Well, there's only one way to know.
Well, perhaps. We'll see how much your stories inspire me. Now, here's your room. May I get you anything? Perhaps victuals or an extra pillow?
Maybe a pitcher of water and meat if you have it.
I can arrange that. If you're interested, here in about an hour, we will do our nightly prayer. We also have one in the morning I can wake you for, or I can wake you for the festival, or leave you alone. Just let me know.
Why don't you wake me for both and I'll attend both of the prayers.
As you wish. And he goes off to bring you a pitcher of water and some salted meat and yeah.
And by the time he gets back, Arvin's already passed out and his armor's half off, half on.
He sets it on the nightstand next to you and leaves the room, closing the door.
Right now.
He decides not to wake you for the prayer at night.
Good man.
Okay. Back to the Black Antler.
And so there I was, standing there with my companions. I'm facing down the enemy general. The look on his face. These things were just truly disgusting. Like these vile creatures, just these. And then he kind of looks over to Grauk, and he realized he was about to say these reptilian features with these these long teeth, and he's like, monstrous qualities about them. It's like just these incredibly sharp teeth. Like just one look at you, just like would leave just the normal man like quivering in fear, but not me, not us, not the people I was with. No, we stood up. I drew my sword, so that you can see right here, and he got it then back. And with this one in particular, he doesn't point at Acris, but he just points at a random short sword. Like with this one in particular, I gutted the enemy general myself.
Did you embellish any of the details of the story, like, at all? Like, from the... You kind of cut out, I didn't hear anything.
What?
Like, I heard that you were telling the story, but, like, little parts... So basically, I was just asking, like, I know you were telling the story, but it kind of cut out.
It was all embellished.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You see this...
And it's probably embellished really terribly. Like, it definitely is.
Yeah, so I like to think we've been sitting here for like maybe like an hour, maybe like a little bit longer or something like that. And we've just been kind of like chatting, and she's been like leaning in close, like hand on her face, and like kind of like, she's interested, kind of like, I guess she's trying to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. As she's, like we're talking and stuff. And she's like, oh, that's very impressive. And she kind of like puts her like hand on your shoulder. You must be, and you were not injured at all during this fight. It's impressive.
Oh, me? No, not at all. I'd say I'm quick on my feet.
And at any time of this, have you mentioned like Tristana and like her like fire or anything like that? Like in the
Oh no, not at all, no.
Gotcha. Did you mention like Auburn or anything like that?
I have been at the forefront of all description.
So your companions, how did they fare against the enemy gen? Like obviously they were quite not very useful, apparently.
Yeah, so about that. Okay, might have been lying a tad bit. Just a tad bit.
You wouldn't be trying to impress me now, would you, Noah? And she kind of like looks at you like knowingly.
What do you think I've been trying to do?
Well, this is going nowhere fast, Molly.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We're each too awkward to like progress this past like the level it's already at.
Yep.
Oh man. Okay.
Do it for the inspiration.
Golly. Okay. Fast forward like 30 minutes, and she's telling this this story of her past life, where basically the story of this jilted lover who was very like powerful, but she loved this like poor like peasant boy or something like that, and she was telling stories of like all of like her lost love and and she was like kind of ran out of town until finally like I got here, and that's why I'm here, just trying to start someplace fresh, someplace new, looking to meet new people.
Fresh start, huh?
Something like that.
Yeah, I can understand that. And he kind of looked down at his ale for just a second. Maybe he's had like two or probably like 3 or 4 at this time. He's not a very quick drinker. And yeah, he look up like, yeah, I got some things in my past I've been kind of wanting to forget about as well. But I'm a hero now, apparently. So that's life is going pretty great for me right now, I'd say.
She kind of smiles at you. Yes, and she kind of like raises like the little like glass. She's like, to forgetting past ghosts or something like that. Chink.
Chink. Chink.
You would chink to my tink. It's fine. Has Lenin come back yet?
No, she's not.
I see. She didn't tell us where she was going either.
She said she was going to the library.
Oh, okay. I need to put that in my notes. All right, Molly, how much further do you want to take this?
Rolly Mola perception check.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Oh, nice. What is my... Got it. 24.
And... Let's back up. Hold on. You
Gotcha.
are drinking. Let me see.
Yeah, I've probably drank like 4 light ales.
Okay, I'm just gonna use this random thing that I found. Roll a con save.
Gotcha.
4 times.
Okay.
That sounds like a lot.
Oh boy. 4?
Okay, don't roll anymore.
Yeah.
So, if you will, retcon a little bit of that last conversation because Noah is not used to drinking more than 1 beer because he's a lightweight apparently, and he's been slurring his words.
Yep.
We're gonna see. What is that? D6. Of course. So you are going to get merrier. So you've got advantage on charisma saves or checks and disadvantage on... Do I really want to do that? Nope. So you've been feeling it. You got the buzz. You're forgetting about all of that troublesome past stuff that comes up, and you've been having a good time. But you said your perception was a 21?
It was a 24.
It was a 24. Okay. So, a figure dressed in a black tunic slips out the front door of the inn quickly. But before they could put on their hood, you notice the shaved head of a particular Blackbriar.
Yeah. And so Noah, I would just be talking, like, slurring his words, blah, 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 all that. Like, oh yeah, about the past. And out of the corner of his eye, he sees this, and then he completely turns, and you can see a little bit of shock, or a lot of shock on his face. Like, his face actually goes a tad bit pale just for a second. Yeah, and then he'd quickly turn his head back, kind of putting it down, and say, you know what, Miss, I think we've been talking for a while now. I need to. I got places I got to be right now. Sorry.
She looks disappointed, but she nods. I understand.
Yeah, and so to you, Tristana, this would, just kind of be a bit. His reaction is a bit surprising, I guess. I don't know, and he would get up from the bar, and he would wait. He'd take his time to the door, and then he would slip out.
Okay.
Tristana would, or Alexandra, would have waited about a good like 10 seconds maybe, and then get up and follow him. But like all the while, kind of like looking like side to side, like alertly, like seeing if there's anybody in the bar that's kind of tipping her off, like what's going on.
No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, then she peeks out the door and tries to see where he went.
So before that, Noah, when you go outside, there's nothing. There are a few people on the street at this time. There's nothing.
Yeah. And Noah. So, considering the things that he's done, I don't know if he's been here to this city specifically himself before. Probably not, but he might remember. Just might. He might remember. I don't know. Maybe like passageway, secret tunnels. Like maybe he might have heard of like in passing for maybe some job. I don't know.
Do you want to make an
yeah.
investigation check?
Oh Lord. Sure. This is not going to go well. Yeah, that'd be a 9.
All right.
Investigate.
Yes, you're kind of scratching your head.
Yeah. So yeah, he'd be out and about, kind of looking around, and and he just kind of looks down and is like, yeah, well, good mood went to shit real quick, didn't it? You kind of say under his breath. And then he'd probably walk back to the inn without a really... Yeah, it's like if he doesn't have any sight of her and he doesn't know of anything, like any like secret passage or just like anything like that, then he's not going to find her. He knows that for a fact.
All right.
I stay at the bar.
Oh man, sometimes being a DM really drags.
Just sadly sipping on her wine alone, abandoned by her love, or potential love. So, Molly, do you come back?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll come back. And yeah, he kind of walked back in, just like this nervous look on his face. And he would actually walk. Yeah, he'd walk up. He'd walk back up to the bar. If you're still there.
Yes. It's been like 20 seconds.
Yeah, he'd be like, yeah, hi again. And he, Grouk, whichever. Sorry. Can you come over here for a second?
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Do you know a woman walked out just a second ago? Shaved head, black tunic, cloak. Do you know of her at all?
I didn't see anyone leave.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to see if she left. I'm asking if you know of her. Like, have you seen her out the day? Like, it's okay if you say no. I'm not.
Doesn't strike anything to me. No.
Molly, would Tristana know like anything that you're talking about right now?
No, she'd have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, I figured he'd say under his breath, like, well, thanks for the drinks and the duck. It was great. I'm gonna go. And he would It's funny. He'd actually walk away without. He'd walk away for a second, like get a few steps, and then kind of turn around and like, "Oh yeah, sorry, Alexander. I'm hitting the hay. I'm kind of tired." And he'd go back up.
You're muted. You're muted.
You talking to Wesley?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still muted. No. Oh, I hear that.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, Lily didn't do anything. So you can't hear me now.
Yeah.
Okay. So like before you turn back around, she said, "Oh, so you do have a type, a peculiar one. Good night." To like, she's bald and
Yeah.
shaven and dressed in black, and yeah, she tips her hat to you. Go get her.
Yeah, he just looks back and like kind of has this like half smile, not really smile on his face. Like, yeah, all right, and he kind of shakes his head and goes up. Goes up the stairs. I'm you know what? You know what? No, he wouldn't. He would go outside.
Okay.
Go back outside. All right. And all right. I still want to try this. All right. So Noah would be looking around, just walking around the city. Where are we in the residential district or the
Yeah.
commerce? Okay.
The residential district.
Residential. Okay. And so he's kind of trying to himself. Would they be in the residential or the commerce? Probably the commerce. And he would make his way there. How long would it take to walk to the commerce district?
I don't want to say the city's small. It's gonna take you maybe 20 minutes at a brisk pace.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, Noah would be moving pretty quickly into the commerce district, and basically he would be looking for that one guy, the guy that's always just a bit off, the guy who's just a bit shady. Just think of like the guy who's always trying to sell you stuff, makes up these grandiose claims about certain products and whatnot, and just a scammer, like someone who has that kind of reputation. He'd be looking for that guy and kind of asking people around for a guy like that.
I will say that you would be able to find kind of a how do I say it? Like the rougher crowd is going to be towards like the port side, the kind of the waterfront district of commerce.
Gotcha. All right, and so yeah, he'd make his way there.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you see some burly dudes sitting around, having had probably way too much to drink, knowing that they have the day off tomorrow in celebration of the festival.
Mm. All right. So just these burly dudes. Do I have a name or anything since I've been asking around.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, or just I don't know.
I don't know. Tell me, do you have a name?
It's all right. All right. He'd walk up to these two guys, I guess. Like, hey, I talk to you for just a second.
Oi, bloke, what's that?
I said I'd like to talk to you just for a second. You know where
You want to
Varys
talk
is.
to me? All right, you can talk to me.
Thank you for the permission. Whatever. Andy, he like slightly rolls his eyes. He's like, Varys. I need to speak to Varys.
What you talking about, mate?
Varys. The guy who pays you under the table. I need to talk to him.
And you say that, and it's kind of like his messing around face and linguo changes a little bit. What you know about fairies?
I know enough. I've only been looking around for barely an hour, and I already have enough information to come to you.
Mm.
He's not as good at his job as he thinks he is, I guess.
Well, I probably shouldn't be saying anything, but if you could make it worth my while.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. So, your main employer. Let's see. You look like you got a pretty good thing going on right here. Yeah, maybe. These guys are just like muscle for hire, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. All right. And I can keep coming up with names, I guess. And I'm So you see, let me just. I don't know. Let me say this again. You see, I have enough information to come to you. What's your name?
Name's Tim.
Tim. All right. Yeah, Tim. All right. So here's the thing. Like I said, looked around for an hour, knew enough about Varys, knew enough to come to you. You seem to be on your day off. I don't want to make things too troublesome for you here. But let's just say, you know what you're doing for Varys is illegal, right? You know that? Getting paid on the table? Not exactly a thing you would want to know.
Mate, you think I
an
care
employer
about
to know?
Do you really think listen, if you're looking for the black network, give me a couple coins and I'll show you the way.
Okay. And Noah thinks about something hesitantly, just for a second. And it seems as if he's about to pull something out of his pocket. Like, not worth it. And he would hand the guy just a small, like, I don't know, just like a small bag of coins. Count them. 50. Probably more than you make in like a week.
See that warehouse right there down the block?
I got eyes.
Check over there.
All right. And I'll go ahead and make an insight roll just to be sure. Go ahead and make one. All right, so that's a pretty good. I'm not sure if I have expertise in that or not. I do not. That's an 18.
He seems satisfied with what you gave him.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna knock 50 gold off the character sheet real quick. All right, so yeah, I will walk to the warehouse. And I don't know if Wesley, I don't know if you want to be doing anything right now or what, but
She's alone at the bar, abandoned, drinking her life away.
So, are you still at the bar?
Indeed.
So I can say this. So, Grauk, I mean, there are very few patrons left in the inn at this hour. It's pretty late, think like 11-ish. He kind of approaches you. So, do you plan to participate in the festivities tomorrow? You know, feasting and the drinking. It's free to all.
And she kind of like, it's kind of like this, and just kind of like looks up at him. I mean, what is this festival celebrating anyway?
Well, it's supposed to be in celebration of what they call Torm's true resurrection. I don't really know a lot about it, truth be told.
And she kind of like looks about. This city looks to be quite religious. Has it always been this way, or is it just a new recent thing?
As long as I've been here, past couple years for sure.
Is there any particular reason for that, or is it just how things are?
Well, have you heard the story of the Guardian?
I think I heard Frume tell it once or twice when I was in passing with him, but I don't really understand. I wasn't paying attention.
I mean, some high cleric
that's like a star now. Or...
Yeah, some high cleric of Torm supposedly sacrificed himself, and now we have magic light in the sky.
Is it?
He kind of looks around. He kind of looks around as he says that in a little bit of a colloquial way, making sure that
no one feared him.
Yeah.
So is it like always on? Like if I go outside like right now, would it be on like the lights like shining even in the dark?
It's the weirdest thing. It's always on. It's always daytime. I tell you, it's rather annoying, to be honest. That's why I work nights here.
I mean, how dark does it get at night around here?
It doesn't really change.
So when I was in the room last, was it like curtains or something like that, or is it just like light? Just like
yeah, I mean, most of the buildings are gonna have ways to block windows because there's not really a night.
She kind of okay. Well, what will be there? What will be the festivities for tomorrow?
Oh, all sorts. Dancing. It might suit your fancy. Dice games. Foot races, wrestling, team tug of war, archery, even jousting, javelin throwing, and they hold the grand tournament as well.
Tournament, you say? Is it a melee of sorts?
Oh well, Molly. Indeed it is. You see, the grand tournament is held every year at this festival, and we have knights from all around come and test their mettle. It's rather fun to watch in the arena. But those who win will advance to face off against the Grandmaster Frume himself.
Has anyone ever beaten him?
Well, you see, he kind of leans in. It's a little bit of a secret, but it's kind of ceremonial. If you can get that far, you've already won kind of thing. But
Hmm.
it's more for the crowd.
So Frume always wins.
Ah,
I'll take that as a yeah. What is the deal with and she kind of like looks around and sees that she's kind of like on a delicate subject about this Grandmaster Frume. Is he more than just a military leader? Is he?
well, being the Grandmaster, the Order of the Gauntlet, he's privy to most of the resources of the city. He is the de facto captain of the guard and the military advisor to the High Cleric. He's just an important guy. He's rather nice, if I'm honest. But as far as the grand tournament goes, when I meant ceremonial, I meant generally the Grandmaster yields to the champion.
Ah, that's. She kind of looks disappointed, and as if she was looking for like some grand conspiracy to unwind. I see. Well, good for them.
I don't know. You don't exactly look like the muscle type, but maybe even you could be the next champion of the arena.
Oh, let me. She kind of like laughs. Men don't take kindly to let us say, lady challengers. Brings too much attention that I wouldn't want it.
Suit
Not that I could
yourself.
even take these knights. And she kind of like laughs, kind of forgetting that like she's not like some like ultra powerful like sorceress. She's just like a chick on the road.
Well, you know, I think it will be quite interesting. They bring in all sorts of beasts and monstrosities. It's quite fun. You should watch it yourself.
I might just do that. So is there any special wares that kind of come about during this festival that otherwise wouldn't be available?
Seeing as the festival draws lots of travelers from afar, yes, the marketplace should be bustling.
That seems more of my expertise than a fight in the dirt.
I see. Some new high heels for the lady.
And she kind of like, and just like looks at him, like narrows her eyes, something like that. When she's not happy, like.
Well, all right. It's getting late. I guess I'll wipe down the bar. Can I get you anything else?
No, that'll be all. And she gets up and kind of. He doesn't know that I have a room here, and I never got a key. Kind of a plot hole, really.
We can
Okay.
retcon that. It's all good.
Indeed. I have a friend that I'm going to go pop in and say hi to. So have a good night.
All right.
And I'm going to go to bed.
Okay.
Staring out the window longingly for the love that never will be. Just the lonely girl on the road. And then this long monologue, this soliloquy, as like the moon comes in through the window.
Oh, shut up!
It's in my head, you jackass.
Yeah.
All right. Noah's at it. At it again. Running on fumes.
Oh, yep. Oh, as always. All right. Let's see. All right. So Noah would walk up this warehouse, and probably just a second or two, he's glancing around, just kind of like memorizing everything. Crates, ladders, maybe, and I don't know, just stuff like possible. Like as he's walking towards this thing, he's just looking, like possible. All possible escape routes. He's pretty fast, but as he walks up to this door, hey.
So, like right before you go to speak, from behind this warehouse-looking building, no windows, really plain-looking building, but doors, shut down and everything. Roll a perception.
Yep. Lincoln doesn't think this is going to be good. Let's see. Ooh, boy. I'm rolling good. I can't wait to roll like shit. All right, that's a 26.
Okay. So from the basically from the rooftop, these buildings are very close to one another. You kind of hear like this clinking sound, like a ching from that you would know that you're familiar with, like a grappling hook. And assuming that you peek in that direction, it's like this shadow of a figure swoops down from the roof and into the back door.
All right. All right. And so Noah would make his way over cautiously, and I think it's what time of day is it right now? You probably told me. But
Day.
Day. Got it. Day.
It's close to midnight, but it is like
lights out.
Daytime. Yeah. It's a jar. It's very jarring.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And Noah is rather annoyed by this. Oh yeah, right, Logan. Yep. And but he's going to try this anyway. I guess when he sees this figure, he's going to just walk, I don't know, just like walk over there quickly. I'm there, I don't know, maybe just looking for just the tiniest bit of shadow. I don't know, just kind of slinking, trying to be as careful, but also as quick as he can to like kind of get over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make it to the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are no windows.
All right. Yeah. And so you said they made it into this back door via grappling hook.
It's that so a clinking grappling hook, like to connect to the warehouse, like stowing the grappling hook kind of thing, and then jumping down from the roof and in through the door.
All right. Yeah, so I mean, is this door open?
No.
Closed, locked?
Locked.
All right, yeah. All right.
But if you're close enough to check and see if it's locked, you would definitely hear the voice, a familiar voice, I might add.
Yeah.
Of one Finks Firebrand. What's that you just said? You saw Lockhart? Here? Right now? And there's a pause. Was the flame there too? That would clear my name from many a debt. Valerian would be happy with me for a while too. Maybe even give me one of his cigars. And there's another pause. A blonde? Strange. Well, you want to make a move anyway? You sure about that, darling? Might not pan out quite like you want it to. All right. You're the boss. This time. And no more voices or movement are audible.
All right. So Noah Okay, what is this? Okay. I've been like trying to put my phone on silent, like stupidly for like the past like 15 seconds. For whatever reason, it wasn't working, but I have it on silent now. All right, so as soon as I hear his voice, I'm listening to all this. It's like I don't know, just like ice, just like enters like Noah's veins. He's just kind of frozen there, just listening. Like more than one. He doesn't say out loud, but he's thinking it. It's like, shit. He was hoping that she would be alone, and normally she is alone. No one's really needed when she's around. She can get the job done without anyone else helping her. And so hearing his voice, especially his voice, he's wondering, something bigger has to be going on here. It's like they're onto me, and he's having second thoughts about getting involved in any of this. And he's never really liked him at all, and all the time that he's knew him. Wee bit of a firebrand, you see. Cough. Yeah. And so Noah is going to. He could die. Yeah, he could die. But he is also. I mean, Noah's just going to try and get out of there. He was just hoping to have a conversation with her alone, but if he's there, he doesn't want any of it.
All right.
And so he would retreat back.
You do so.
Yep, if possible, not taking the same route he came in.
All right.
Yeah.
So you return to the inn?
Yeah.
So it's easily past midnight at this time.
Yeah, and Noah... Sorry.
The only thing that is really telling you that it's past midnight is the rather empty streets and your body aching with fatigue.
Yeah, and so at this point, the exhaustion of the journey is really catching up. He's not used to riding on horseback either, so he's very sore, very tired, and also at this point, very nervous and almost afraid. But he would think too. He doesn't know where Tristana is right now. He's assuming she's in here. He doesn't really know what room, unless we know like what rooms we were given.
Yeah, your rooms are next to each other.
Yeah. Okay.
But when you make it back to the inn, Lenin is like going into the inn right as you walk up. Oh, Noah, I didn't expect you to be up at this hour.
Yeah. And he kind of like rubs his eyes. Like, neither did I. Lenin, do you know where Auburn is? Did he ever come back from?
No.
Cleric?
She says, kind of clutching her rucksack, kind of like, almost like looking like you caught her doing something. All right. Well, no, I haven't seen Auburn, but I think I'm gonna call it a night, if you don't mind. And she kind of slips inside.
Yeah, sure. Did he hear any indication during the? Sorry, was there any indication during the conversation that he overheard that he was with like Lenin at all? Like at all? That she was like a part?
Back up. That who was with Lenin?
No. Like because he was because Finks was talking about the blonde.
Uh-huh.
And the other people. Like was Lenin a part? Did he mention Lenin?
He mentioned the only things he mentioned were the things that I mentioned.
Okay.
I mean, whatever I said is what you heard.
Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, he kind of let her go, and he would. Yeah, he would walk. He would walk in to his room, and what he would actually do. Okay, right. But yeah, what he would actually do is he would rig some kind of in the door, like using his thieves' tools. He'd rig some kind of device. I don't know, like using just like the small like, little piece of twine and some kind of bell, just something. You kind of like rig it on the door, or like by the window if there's like a window.
Yes, there's a window.
Yeah, just like he put. Yeah, just like he'd do that, and but just in case they're opened or there's movement or whatever, he's going to be sleeping rather lightly tonight, to say the least. And if I'm using like the Xanathar's thing, I would have to like roll a thieves' tools check, and like that would be the like DC.
Sure.
Someone trying to get past it. All right, so that's just going to be a straight 20
Okay.
DC. All right, and so Noah's not even going to be like in the bed. He's just going to be like in a corner, kind of like crouched down, for maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, and he's just going to nod off.
With the active status paranoid.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, with all of our heroes asleep, a few hours pass, and it is evident that it is daytime only by the noise of the city folk on the streets, and the festival's ongoing. Elturel's bustling, and the long garden in front of the temple of Torm is the hub for all of the competitions that spans the length of the city. It's very long. Yeah. If you were to go outside and look, it looks like there are two suns.
Oh, Auburn, you're gonna have a field day here.
I'm thankful
Am I
that you
twice as
mentioned that.
powerful now?
What?
Am I twice as powerful?
You wish. So Auburn, I guess, is woken up by Phineas the next morn. Excuse me, good master. Good morning. So he kind of taps you and taps you again, kind of rolling you from side to side.
My one eye opens to look at him.
I apologize, but I didn't wake you for the prayers last night. But would you have them this morning? Would you like to come, or perhaps for me to leave you be?
How long till the prayers?
Half an hour.
Perfect. Just where I can freshen up.
Right down the hole.
I'll be there until then. And he kind of closes his eyes and starts to get back up and get up.
Okay.
And he would go wash off.
All right.
And he'd come back to his room and put on some finer clothes that he has for this prayer.
Very well. So, once you're ready, Phineas leads you into the main chamber of the Grand Cathedral, and at its front is kind of like a very robed, almost shimmering figure of a man that you would assume is the High Cleric, and kind of his entourage of other holy clergymen. A few others dressed in rather shining plate armor kind of surround the head altar that is very large, kneeling, and many of the townsfolk have come in to join, sitting in the pews. This is a very large cathedral.
I'd assuming I'm taller than him. I'd lean down to him and whisper, ask him who took care of Orion, and if I could talk to them before we started.
Sure. It's right over there. Speak to any one of the clerics. They won't leave his side, even for prayers, while he's injured.
That bad, huh?
It was pretty bad. I'm surprised that he made the journey here. It's very strange. Torm be praised, he has a supernatural ability, it would seem.
That's the blessing of Pelor.
Ah,
I did what I could on the way. I'm just glad he made it.
well, we give honor and praise to the sun god as well.
Same be to the Torm. And he'd take off towards the clergy that's taking care of him.
Mm-hmm. So when you enter the room that is, I guess you could say kind of like the sick ward or whatever you want to call it, you do see Orion, laid out on a bed with his bronze skin, black hair, and violet eyes. But his eyes are closed, and he is, breathing slowly, but not awake. Over him is a cleric watching him, reading periodically from the Book of Nights.
Does she say anything when I walk in?
No, not unless you say something.
How is he?
She kind of looks up from the book. Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. He's doing well now, I'll say, but his condition was very bad. I would expect at least another day or two, maybe even more.
I do not plan on leaving the city until I know he is back somewhat to his original state.
Aye,
Were you the one that stayed with him all night?
I did.
Many thanks to you. Many blessings. I know he was on the verge of death.
It's absolutely my pleasure. This is what I live for.
I'd like to make a small donation to the clergy as a way of thanking you.
That's very generous.
Is there someone I should talk to about that? Or
I can handle it for you, or however you would like. I mean, we are in the Temple of Torm. It's only my word, but you can trust me.
with you looking over him, You have my full trust.
It is appreciated. I will. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Auburn, son of the sun. And he reached his hand out.
Praise Pelor.
Thank you.
I will send for you personally should something change. If I haven't sent for you in 2 days, stop by to check on him. It's probably just because he'll need more time.
Okay. I'm staying at the inn.
The Black Antler.
Yes.
All right.
Should be able to find me there. And he reach into his pack and take like a handful of gold out and kind of looks it over. It's about 16 gold and pass it her way.
Thank you again.
Thank you. I know he couldn't have lived without you. And he'd walk out of the room and back to the prayer.
Okay. As you kind of enter, it's already sort of begun. It's kind of a, I don't want to say somber affair, but it's kind of very respectful. The clergy has their heads bowed, and they're all kind of chanting as you walk back to the cathedral. You catch part of prayer from the Book of Nights. In the face of the impossible, you hear reverberating throughout the cathedral, and then kind of like a chant in return to the High Cleric. Be at my side, for my love for you would make failure a feeling of unworthiness. Do not forgive me easily when I'm weak. Each false step takes me farther from the truth. Bless me with the essence of duty, for your exemplary sacrifice in Tantras showed me that you'll always be there to carry the weight of duty for me. As this feat made you stronger, show me wisdom to learn from smaller ones. Mighty Torm, my lord, my way, I humbly aspire to be as strong as thee. And that prayer was in reference to the festival that is occurring today, the true resurrection of Torm.
He'd stand there with his head bowed as this goes on. Does he go on after that, or is that all of it?
It's all that I'm going to read, but I mean, there's some, various things occurring. I don't know. They kept it kind of short because the festival's going on.
Gotcha. He'd probably dip out silently and head towards the inn
Okay.
for his allies.
So it is morning, and on the day of the festival, the inn is very full, bustling. Noah, Tristana, you easily are awoken.
Yeah, so can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so Tristana would head down in her original form, not her blonde form, and just kind of wait for everybody else to get down there.
So when you get there, Aubryn is there.
Okay. I will go and sit next to Aubryn. And Aubryn, how did the healing go?
He kind of takes a deep breath and sighs a little bit. It's a work in progress, but it's moving slowly, but it's moving in the right direction.
Have they caught on that he is a well, you know.
I don't believe so.
Oh, well, that's probably for the best. I don't exactly think the Church of Torm wants a fire-breathing dragon, inside there. I don't know. Maybe they're open-minded people. The people I come from, they're kind of a little bit closed-minded of such things.
He kind of chuckles. Lightning, if you haven't noticed. Maybe referencing all the lightning that's been going on with him.
Yeah, that'd be kind of for the best. You'd see a slightly pretty tired Noah coming downstairs.
Damn your stealth checks.
What about you, Tristan? How was your night?
Oh, I didn't really do anything much. Just relaxed. Caught up with some of the locals. Turned out there's a festival going on today about the resurrection of the one true Torm Yada. Some religious festival.
I think I noticed that on my way in.
Yeah, did you know that they have a tournament for knights? As soon as they said knights, I thought of you might want to pitch your hat into the ring.
I guess I will. I'm feeling much better today after that rest.
I don't know if there's a grand prize, but supposedly there's a lot of attention, so maybe you could use that time to praise Pelor and all that.
Hopefully they have some of the warriors of Torm, and also who the real warriors come from. There are two suns outside.
That is true. Sorry, I was just reading Molly's comment and totally took me out of the moment for a second.
So, on a flyer, flyers that seem to be littering the inn today, it reads, the winner of the grand tournament will be granted honorary membership into the Order of the Gauntlet, titled Grand Knight until the next tournament, and awarded a plot of land on the outskirts of Elturel.
And she kind of picks up the the little parchment, and she kind of like knocks it with her knuckles. There, you see, this is what I was talking about.
I've never had a house of my own before.
Can you clergymen even own land? I know somebody who's in quite some dire straits that would be in need of such facilities. If you think of me.
Maybe I'll set up a little altar of Pelor in the middle of it.
Seeing that he totally missed her sly attempt at like land grabbing, she just kind of sighs.
Yeah.
He's like, but there'll be more rooms than just the one main room with the altar.
Oh yes, we're a mere afterthought. Do you hear that, Carthron? We can stay.
Of course.
He's just kind of looking at you, eyes narrow. Yeah, I heard that.
Well, you do have with your mother, Carthron. I mean Noah.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, I agree with her. You're like the spitting image of a knight. So, go hog wild.
Yeah, I think you'd fit right in with the what were they called, Noah? Hell Knights, right? That was their name. Hell Knights.
Raiders.
Raiders.
Hell Raiders.
I thought they were Hellriders.
There it is.
Whatever they are.
How did we get 3 different names for the people
mine
that
was on purpose.
your butts?
Mine was on purpose. I just
Okay. All right.
correctly remember.
I'll give you that.
Very tired yesterday.
Anyway,
I had I had a long night. Sorry, it's fine.
yes, I heard about a blonde You hitting it off for a few hours. How was that?
Better than I thought. Not as good as I had hoped.
Oh, and what did you hope for?
A better, longer night
Ooh.
than
Ah,
I got. So yeah.
looks like you aren't just a Boy Scout after all. And she kind of like slaps you like on the back, like you're one of the guys.
All in your best interest. No.
No offense, Aubryn. Tell me, do Pelor's followers, they, like celibate?
Probably.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, I am a priestess of Callistria, so
All right.
these things come to mind.
Okay, it got pretty awkward. Yeah.
I know that y'all don't practice that at all. But as I've said before,
Anyway,
I spent most of my adulthood and childhood in a hospital or in a temple.
oh, there's many things that can be done in a temple.
We do not
But
have
anyway,
You would know, wouldn't you?
and you wouldn't.
You're right. I wouldn't.
See, I also, little birdies told me that you kind of left here in a rush. Was there some type of, emergency, or what was going on?
You'd see like a slight bit of like hesitation in his eyes, like, yeah, nothing much.
It was prostitutes, wasn't it? You couldn't seal the deal with the blonde, so you had to go to the ladies of the night.
Okay, no. No.
Okay, tell me how much gold do you have right now? Yesterday it was 4,321. How much gold do you have now?
count it out.
That's you know what? Yeah, you know what? I actually got more gold. You see, because I have 4,377 right here.
Wait, when did you get more gold?
You said the wrong total.
I hate you so much. I was gonna catch you in your false lies. It was gonna be great, but no.
Nope, you don't get it.
All right, that's what I get for metagaming.
He is a hero of greenest. Maybe it was free.
Ooh.
In a town of Torm follow, we all know Torm followers, Molly, right? Torm, son of Torm, follower of
Lord.
Torm.
Don't even. All right.
Anyway,
Troy,
whatever you did,
no. All
is
right.
there anything we should be worried or aware of? That sounds like a yes to me.
I'll keep you posted on that.
All right. Well, since we're in the spirit of sharing, full disclosure.
Always.
So, at any point during our time in this area, we may or may not, well, specifically me, may or may not be attacked by, not guards, but like bounty hunters.
You're being very oddly specific right here.
Mercenaries. Well, you see, we'll just say I have a checkered, not with this city in particular, but this is like a city of like, it's a pretty big city, like it's a pretty big town.
It's a big city.
It's a big city. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. You kind of have a bounty.
I have a bevy of enemies that would like to see me dead, murdered, or like maimed. So I may or may not be like in the public eye.
It's got a population of about 20,000 people.
It's a pretty big city. So anyway, outside of this tavern, basically until we meet with whatever the scribe who's coming from far away, whatever that guy's name was, until then you won't be seeing much of me.
Okay. Okay, so one thing I want to add, just one very small thing, because I kind of forgot that you had a bounty on your head.
Multiple, but continue.
Yeah, so not too
Hey.
surprising, but and you kind of lean in like the Black Network is in this town, so we got to be just a tad bit careful. So yeah, if you can like change your, I don't know, change how you look, that'd be good. Again, not knowing that he was talking to you, the last night. It's like, yeah, so you can just like change your.
Are you talking to Lena, or are you talking to everybody?
I'm talking to you.
Here.
Oh, I thought you said you like lean over and talk to Lena.
Yeah, he said he leans in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like I lean in and rip name.
I was like so confused. I was like, okay.
But yeah,
Do I know who the Black Network is? Like, I don't.
Well, remember those guys? Remember those guys we killed? Cultists who were just kind of chatting it up, drunk off their asses.
Oh, way back when.
Yeah,
like on the road.
Yeah, the guys who wanted to, the guys who almost
had a bounty picture of me. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy we left out bleeding to death for far longer than we should have. Yeah.
Wait, we didn't kill him? I thought we killed him.
No, we did it. We just took too long to do it.
What do you mean we took too long to kill him? He was dead.
Well, we were just kind of conversing, and he was, Anyway, I finished it. you were there anyway. But yeah, they're active in this town. Just be careful. If you can like change your appearance, that'd be good. Just saying.
I'll probably just stay out of sight.
Either works.
But is Leanin down yet or not?
So it's about this time that Leanin kind of comes out of her room, rather peppy. She kind of swings by the bar, grabs a couple of the meal items that are hanging out. That they've kind of tavern food, kind of just like whoop, grabs it up. Kind of doesn't really approach the table, but kind of like walks by it and like looks over like in y'all's direction, kind of like, oh, good morning. I think I'm just gonna make my way back to the library for now.
Leanin,
so
this library, does it have a name?
The library.
She kind of looks to Noah to like verify, like, is the library just called the library here?
I mean, yeah, not every library has to like have a name.
Damn
and it's just a library.
Foiled again. Shit. Right. I go over to her and I take a big whiff, seeing if she smells of parchments or if she smells of perfume. What does she smell like, Logan?
She smells like she just took a bath.
But like, is she scented pleasantly?
So it would be unfair to say that she smells heavily of perfume or of parchment.
But is she pleasantly scented? Does she look better groomed than she did like normally, like on the road?
No, she looks normal.
Dang it. Damn you.
She actually has her hair pulled back in a ponytail.
Is it better than her anyway? I'm gonna move on.
We know what that means, Lo.
Leon, what is it with this library that has you so enchanted?
I've never been in a library so big.
We are talking about a library, yes.
What is it with you right now?
Okay, she kind of looks at Carthron like, you know what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, and he's like, I know what you're talking about. Or he says that in the look.
Stop trying to distract me, Noah. I'm trying to have a conversation here. Would you please?
Yeah, okay, what? Fine, whatever.
Auburn would lean over to Noah and whisper in his ear, she's from a sex-crazed god. What else can you expect?
Anyway, Leland, whatever you do, just be safe.
I know, right?
I mean, there are lots of books to trip over. I guess.
Okay, Lenin.
Some books may not appear what they seem to be. You see, books, they're after one. Like, she's like, I see her like getting like pulled away by like Noah. And
Okay,
Aubrey.
okay.
They're only after one
Okay,
thing.
okay. Lenin, you're fine. Just go. You're just
Make sure they're leather-bound books.
go read their books or whatever. Just
Leather-bound.
Okay. She kind of looks at like Noah like, thank you. I'll be back probably this evening. Have fun with the festivities.
And before she leaves, I'm gonna get her attention. I'll be participating in the Knights competition later. If you'd come.
All right. I will. I'll try to make it for you.
And she kind of, and Tristan like kind of looks to Arbin like pityingly, like he has no idea. She kind of pats his shoulder.
like,
I'll send someone to come and get you when it's time.
wait a second.
Okay.
Aubrey,
Noah.
what were good? What were the prizes for winning that thing again?
He looks at the paper and he lists them off.
It was Grand Knight, honorary title, plot of land. I believe that was it.
And membership.
And well, Grand Knight of the Order. So I mean,
Well, the title is like separate.
excuse me.
The title like will carry him anywhere, but like membership into the order is. I mean, it's a distinct reward.
Is there like, I don't know, like a code that you can't be a part of, like two gods' armies or something? I mean, I was a priestess, and I don't even know this. I mean, I suppose not.
Whom are you asking?
Just like the table, like it's like merry conversation.
I mean,
Sky God.
maybe I don't know. Is it like
really is directed towards Auburn? I know you don't know.
I know. I don't know if it's like sacrilegious or something. I don't know, big guy. What's your take on that?
I fight in the name of Pelor, not only with Pelor.
You know what? And she kind of like looks to you suddenly, Noah. You just said that the Black Network operated here. How do you know that?
You get a couple strange looks in the tavern when you say Black Network.
Yeah, Noah kind of like flinches, like flinches back, I guess. Like, do you have to be so loud?
Have you known her to be quiet?
Do you have to?
Wow, really, Auburn? That's unfair. That was one in, one night.
So I'm gonna go now.
Are you still? You were still here?
Why are you still here?
Go and
read.
bundle your books, darling.
It's like I got
leather bound and be safe.
like, dude, I gave you an out. Just leave.
She's gone.
Auburn stares longingly
Longingly at the door.
Oh Lord.
Auburn, unless you're gonna be a librarian, I might give up on your hopes there. If you catch my drift.
Well, when I win this
She
house,
wasn't talking about reading books, dear.
when I win this house later, I'll fill it with books.
No. It's just a piece of land. There's not a thing on it.
Ah,
You have to find money in which to pay people to buy things to make it into a house. We're not that rich.
Would I want to
But we will be after we win this you win this tournament.
Would I want to spend my time humiliating knights?
I don't think you qualify.
Do you have to be a knight?
I mean,
pretty sure.
Well, why don't we ask the what's his name? Gartholomew?
They're suited for the drinking competition, though.
What was his name?
Oh, yeah, drinking. Yeah, no thanks.
The Argonian.
His name is
Grauk.
Grauk.
He did say it was only nights, but maybe you could, fiddle some paperwork around?
Fiddle some diddlies.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means, but it seems right.
I mean, that's a technical term for it, but nah. Nah.
How did you know such
I'm fine.
things?
If you,
What do you mean how I know such things?
No. Or is your name Aubryn?
No, because when I said the thing that I said it before you said his name.
Oh.
I don't think he knows his own name, Tristan.
Yeah, I do. It's
Sometimes I worry about Aubryn that he can't, like, for example, he left a woman to go do God knows what, and then comes back, and then, nothing to show for it. Except for more gold. How did you make more gold? 50 gold more than you made yesterday. And you found out that the you-know-who is in the city. What did you do?
I am a man of many talents, as you know.
Oh, I did not need that visual.
You got that visual.
Dear.
Oh, you got that
need
visual.
That visual. No.
You have the visual. It's in your mind.
I haven't even had my breakfast yet, but I'm about to vomit. Dear. Oh.
It's in there forever.
Oh. That's actually not that. Hello there, Noah.
Okay, you made it awkward.
She looks at you again, just like staring at you. Like a predator staring at like a rabbit, like a hawk staring at a rabbit.
Yeah, okay, so when's that competition?
Well, supposedly there are multiple festivities going out for the day. I think it's kind of like the, I don't know, crown main event type of a thing.
Coup de grace?
Climax.
I mean, we're not killing the city, but yes.
Well, sure, to kill... What's that?
I heard there was a sprinting competition.
What?
Javelin throwing. And
For those of you that aren't knights.
So in front of you on the table are a bunch of flyers, kind of some torn, covered over. There's a bunch of freaking flyers. And it lists like the festivities that are going on. Dancing, dice games, fire starting, tree chopping, foot racing, wrestling, team tug of war, archery, jousting, javelin throwing. The list goes on for a couple other things, like pie eating.
Auburn signs up for like half of those.
could have some fun with the fire starting competition, but I need to keep a low profile.
I didn't even think of that.
Done.
I'm sorry. That's just so funny.
How did
Oh
you didn't even... It's done.
What sorcery is this?
Sorcery.
Funny choice of word.
Precisely that, sir. Sorcery.
There was nothing in the bylaws of...
Oh my god. Anyway, sorry.
So besides the festivities, supposedly there is quite a market of many merchants who come from far and wide. So if there's any upgrades or workings or anything, I was gonna go get something for Lenin, but she has some other things to do.
At the library?
At the library. Do they even have a library here?
You know, yeah, they do. Pretty sure they do.
And it's called the library?
Yep.
Damn these unimaginative librarians.
I know, right? Oh, I mean, if you want to get technical, it's like the Library of Elturel. But it is
Why
still
didn't
lazy.
you say that when I asked you like 5 minutes ago when I could have caught Lena in her lie?
I mean, because here it's just known as the library.
Anyway, so we have, what, 1 or 2 more days before this envoy of someone comes, and we're like in a meeting or something, correct?
Yeah, something like that. You said something about a merchant. And
Yes,
merchants.
there are many merchants.
Yeah, many merchants. Yeah, I was gonna go shopping. If we all want to make.
Since you are going shopping, she like gets out this really long scroll that like goes down like at least 6 feet down. Could you pick these things up? And she kind of like rolls it up and kind of ties it in this like red bow and kind of like hands it over to you. Thank you so much. This should cover it. And she like kind of gives you like this huge lump sum of gold, and it kind of like goes down in your hand. Appreciate it. You're the best. She goes and kisses you on the cheek.
Ooh.
Ooh. Smolder.
That persuasion check, though.
You want it?
No, we don't want charisma check. That was.
It was
word
good
only.
too. It was damn good.
I believe it. You didn't even have to tell me that.
And yeah, he was just like,
She kind of leans forward and kind of like brings her arms closer together.
yeah. So he was like definitely about to refuse, be like, yeah, how about no? But just in the situation, just like, sure, I guess, yeah, that's fine. I'll probably need that bag of holding.
I mean,
So I'm just gonna take that, and he's gonna leave. So I will add all of Wesley's gold to my character sheet, and
if you look at the list, Molly, it's like a bunch of like different like little odds and ends, like clothes, jewelry, shoes.
minus 2,000 gold. Got it.
Yeah.
Auburn looks at Tristana. I've never been shopping. I'm gonna be on my way too.
Oh, thank God. You're coming with me then.
Can't afford to lose you twice.
Good enough for me. Let's go.
Well, I'll just be here, minding my own business,
Don't
not
let
getting
Mer-
into trouble. But should we need to find you, when is the I guess the best place to? We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I'm surprised you're not going to come along just so you can use your, many talents to like get better prices on shit. You're wasting a lot of gold here just sending me. I'm not going to make a case for it. That'd be
Nora,
you.
Let me present you with two options. One, I do that and I do it damn well, which we're not arguing that here. I would do it damn well.
Yep.
But
yep.
you know how many eyes are in the marketplace? And you said it yourself. The black network, the black network salamander shoes are not as absent as they should be. So there's I think I've said enough.
Okay, so Noah be like,
she's normally so sure-footed and well-spoken, but not today. Not today.
Can't like change your appearance, anything at all.
What do you want? I mean, like makeup?
Kind of surprised.
It's not gonna.
I don't know. How about I don't know, sorcery?
Do you want me to burn my face off? That's essentially the extent of my sorcery.
Okay, I'll just spend all the gold that you gave me, and sure, whatever.
I want everything itemized and accounted for.
Yeah, you're not getting that. All right, Auburn, let's go. You're gonna be bored out of your fucking mind as he's walking up.
And then she goes back to her chair and stares out the window as the sunlight cascades in. Oh, and he was so wrong. And she like does some like little swirly dirly magic and she becomes a blonde, blue eyes, blue silks. And she will follow them, but like not like suspiciously, as best she can. She was part of thieves for a while, so I'm hoping that she won't get noticed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll that perception. I'm just kidding. It's my passive.
I roll a passive 300 stealth. It's gonna be a meet cute, all right? We're gonna like, oh, I didn't expect you to be here.
Lol.
All right.
Okay, tell me what's going on first, so I can know what to do.
You know what, Auburn? Let's go where you want to go first. Where do you want to go?
He goes to the jewelry store.
Oh,
Really? Well, okay, that's fine, I guess. If we're being efficient about it, that knocks off like half of this list.
That was definitely the goal, Noah.
you're killing me.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you said you're going to the jewelry store, right?
Yep.
It just so happens that as you get to the entrance of said jewelry store, if nothing else happens, Logan, I'd like that to be the point where Alexandra comes colliding with, Carthron and company.
So,
Oh, I see.
no, yes. I'm just wanted this to be better than it is.
Okay, what's that mean?
No, I mean like I wanted to have like a cool name for a jewelry shop, but I don't. So you go to you meet up at Jared's.
What is a Jared's?
I'm sorry, I'm not kidding. It is Jared's Jewelry.
Jamboree.
Does every kiss begin with J?
Yeah, I was looking for a K's, not a Jared's.
I was trying to think if there's like slogan, but that's not it. That's K's.
All right, we're gonna go with K's Divine Jewelry.
All right.
Of Jared.
K's Divine Jewelry. I like it.
That's what I was looking for. Know what I mean?
All right, so there are lots of like jewelry stands and stuff like that within the marketplace that have been set up for like today, but there is also a designated kind of like fine wares and jewelry shop.
Wherever they go, that's where I meet them.
All right, so yeah, it's like, you know what, Auburn? She gave me this much gold. I'm going to spend it on the most expensive shit I can. As you walk up.
You know, it's not a bad idea.
And she kind of like, I kind of see it as like you're talking to Auburn, and then I'm coming like across the distance. We kind of bump shoulders. So, it was Noah, right? We met at the Black Antler Inn last night.
Yeah.
So are you looking for something specific? So you're at the K's Divine Jeweler of Jared?
Yeah, K's. Hi. Yeah, so Auburn, this is Alexandra.
Yes.
This is Alexandra.
You remembered. He can read. Did you know that?
I taught him myself.
Ah, you must be Auburn.
Bought him off the street earlier, about a month ago. Taught him to read and everything in under a month.
Yeah, well, you know me. I'm a quick learner.
Not that quick.
Learned it in a month, didn't I?
Painstakingly all long hours into the night.
Yeah, bullshit.
Well, do you mind if I join you? I don't really know my place around here, and there's so many people.
Well, from what I've heard, Noah's taken a fancy to you.
Oh, he has he?
He was
I wouldn't know it.
It's just
I'm just.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it, would you?
That was bad.
Wow.
I had to do it.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that.
I'll pretend like I didn't say it.
Isn't Tristana you're talking to?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fine.
Yeah,
Probably would have been a lot easier if I would just, okay, you know what, it's me, I'm Tristana, but we're going with it, so it's fine.
What?
So what are we doing at the jewelry store?
Yes,
So
Auburn, what are we doing at the jewelry store?
So it's actually you now, or
No,
Alexander.
no, no. I was just saying out of character, like how much easier this would have been if I would just been
Okay.
like, oh, by the way, I'm Alexandra. But no, we've committed to it, and so now it's gonna be a thing. So
All right, we're good.
yeah, unfortunately.
Auburn is looking for a nice necklace.
Okay, there are many nice necklaces here. Kay approaches you. Miss Kay of Kay's Divine Jewelry.
Of Jared's.
It is a middle-aged elven lady of tall stature and fine clothing.
He kind of looks to her. Not really sure what I'm doing here, but looking for something. Don't know what I'm looking for.
Well, dear, you're going to have to be a bit more specific for me to help you out today.
Well, there's this girl. A little bit younger than myself. I'm looking for some sort of necklace, maybe.
Okay. She kind of gives you a look like you have no idea what you're talking about.
As I admitted to, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, she's like looking down at you.
Okay, Auburn, I'm gonna step in and save you for a sec. All right, Miss K, and unfurl the like any of this, all of it, hopefully all of it.
Yeah, you see like money signs in her eyes.
You know, I'll take whatever necklace that isn't on that list.
Are you sure?
I think I can arrange for something. She like snatches the list out of your hand, disappearing behind the counter, and you hear lots of like clinking and. So, yeah, she eventually returns with like everything that was on the list, jewelry related.
Oh, can you throw in one more silver amethyst? Yeah, that's good. Just one more of those. Just like it's already on the list. Just give me one more.
All right. So she does so. I don't know what the total was that she gave you, but the lump sum is quite a bit.
Yep, and he hands all Tristan. He hands the gold Tristana gave.
And Tristana's like, Alexandra's like, it's a lot of jewelry.
Yeah, I'm doing some shopping for a friend.
And you're sure that is the amount of jewel? Like that seems like a lot of jewelry for one person. Maybe there was some mistake in the, that seems like more than one person's share.
Nope, she definitely wanted it.
Yeah.
Very adamant about getting everything on the list.
Yeah, I mean, all right, so, yeah, I'm just going off what my friend told me. All right, so, yeah, so that extra ring, I was just planning on giving that to you as like an apology. The friend gave me some money, there's some left over, so yeah, I'm just gonna.
I'm not buying it with my money. I'm buying it from the money I got from my friend, who I'm buying this inordinate amount of jewelry for.
How romantic!
How smooth!
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, but I can see that on this list, there's like a lot more. Is it a woman? It's a woman, right? It seems like the clothes seem to be the more important of the ensemble.
She's kind of like, Kay is like tapping her foot on the floor very loudly, and there's like a line beginning to form behind you.
Sorry, Auburn, keep her busy while I talk to her. Okay.
No, just give her the money. We know what Tristana wanted. We don't even know this yet.
All right, fine. All right, here you go.
You have a thing for Tristana, or
So yeah, how much? How much was that again? Like 1,000 something.
No, please, God, no.
I don't really know what was on the list.
Not that much.
I really don't know what was on the list.
I gave you 100 gold, and that was it. That's all I gave you.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
And I gave it to you all in copper pieces. That's why it was such a big clink.
This is great.
So 100 gold. Is that your final offer?
How about 101? And he pulls out his own gold piece. She's had a hard life.
Didn't even buy any clothes. You just spent all of your money on jewelry.
You did this. You did this.
You definitely did this.
You did this.
You know, while I'm here, there was something of a I have an employer that she's looking for a. Are you familiar with rings of what is it? Spell storing? It's like an arcane ring, but it's set in beautiful stone that kind of is able to house these arcane energies and such.
Well,
You can
perhaps-
cast?
No. My employer can. Yes.
Perhaps you could try Arto's arcane assemblage if you're looking for something like that. She says, biting every word.
I just thought that you had certain skill, but I see that I was wrong. Excuse me. We don't even want the jewelry. Come, Noah. This woman
Stinking.
has bit her thumb at you. We must leave.
So she's sitting there like holding all of the jewelry that she just prepared. And you're like,
No.
Noah, I can see why you left this not very ladylike lady life.
Auburn? All right, I'm going to follow her, all right? All right, yeah. And Noah
can
just...
I assume that we don't have a deal then?
You assume rightly, madam. She like storms out.
Don't forget Tristana. This isn't Tristana.
just...
You have a thing for Tristana.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
forget it.
Okay, just... Shut up! Okay, just that one thing.
You see how mad she gets?
They're like that one ring. Okay, just that.
We have
That's
already
fine.
left.
Okay, we're leaving.
All right. So
I'd still like a necklace.
That was...
okay, we're not doing this anymore.
Like glibly there, just kind of looking
How much
beside
gold? How much gold do you want to spend on the necklace?
I don't know how much a necklace costs.
How much gold do you want to spend?
What is your price range, Auburn? You would like to spend on this necklace?
Great question.
What is the fair price of a necklace?
Nope. What are you going to spend?
This is fantastic. This is amazing. I love it. Oh my goodness.
Stingy player characters.
Hey,
I'm gonna spend 1,000 gold on useless jewelry. No.
All right. F the D and G.
Noah, just like, well, whatever she wants to do with her gold, it's fine. Doesn't make any sense to me, but sure. Going into this.
Okay, so while they're doing that, she kind of like drags you outside. And she's like, okay. So that might have been kind of strange. And I've kind of been hiding something from you. But I think that we should be honest with each other.
Okay.
The employer who I work for, it's Tristana. I believe you know her. Okay, I know that you know her. She told me to come and keep an eye on you while she's hiding, essentially. I hope you're not too mad. I didn't think it was important. I didn't even know that I would be accompanying you today. I was just waiting there last night as like, it was just pure happenstance, and then today I was contacted by her. This is very complicated, but essentially,
On the rabbit hole.
So
paddles on,
okay,
paddles on, paddles on. It sounds totally legit.
all right. So let me get this straight.
Yes.
Tristana. Okay. Tristana paid you to talk to me and to follow me around.
I mean, no, I didn't. She did not pay me to talk to you last night. She's instructed me to keep an eye on you today, because she didn't trust you with the list.
Uh-huh.
And I must say, she made the right decision.
But you are getting paid.
I'm not getting paid.
So the only
It's
reason
essentially it's a favor. It's not like I'm getting paid like money, but it is like a favor she asked from me.
Why did she even talk to you? She like went upstairs and you were
She's a sorceress.
fine, sure, whatever.
Magic. Duh.
All right.
While Wesley continues to dig his hole, yes, Star Rose Quartz, the gemstone alone, I'm sure you looked it up, 50 gold pieces. If you want it in a necklace, double it.
He starts considering his options. What about this gold bracelet over here?
Yeah, so the lady's like super duper pissed off. How about you not being able
Sucks
to
to suck.
make a decision? Yeah, 25 gold pieces.
Let's make it 27, and we hope you're in a better mood after that.
Boy, oh boy, as she like swipes the gold from your hand and gives you the gold bracelet.
Many thanks, my lady.
No response.
Pleasure doing business.
Okay.
He goes on his way. After that, not looking for his ally in Noah. Yes. He doesn't know what he's doing with his life anymore.
Okay, so where are we going next?
He's lost the path.
I mean, okay. Oh, Auburn, you dealt with it? Did you get anything?
Auburn kind of speeds up a little bit and pretends like he didn't hear you.
Got it, all right. And he speeds along with you. I mean, Alex, if you want to accompany us, although
I'd prefer she did.
without you,
Whew.
even though I know you're getting paid, it's fine.
Not getting paid again. It is a favor.
Yeah, it's still a favor. You're not here of your own free will.
I mean, I did.
You're
So
getting out of it.
Not.
all right, now DM's gonna like put a little hand in. So Noah, you are more than welcome to attempt the DC to
I
see
will-
through the spell.
I will definitely do that. I've
What?
basically been waiting for something.
Logan.
I'm not trying to foil you. I really am trying to just make it.
You son of a bitch.
All right,
It's,
is
a
that
set- it's gonna be a set DC versus this.
Yeah,
the
I'd
magic's
say it's
not
my,
hers.
like, my spell modifier.
Well, sure.
is
let's
it
see.
It should be like a DC 15.
8 plus. Yeah, it's like 8, 15, or 16.
is that a perception or investigation?
Let me look at the
Oh,
item.
dear, I don't. Just look at the spell.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I meant.
It's
Yeah, it would just be my what's it called? My DC, which I think is 18, so it's plus 4,
investigation.
plus 3. I think we'll just say 16.
Investigation. Oh Lord. Dice
I mean-
gods, please.
I really want to give you a bonus.
No.
I rolled a 17. What's the
Wow.
DC?
16.
16. I have a -1.
Wow.
16.
So about this time, Noah, you get the feeling that her voice sounds very, very familiar.
Really?
So honestly, I was waiting for you to slip up and say Carthron. That's
I
what
thought
I
about
was.
doing that.
That's
but
what I
no.
was waiting for. Yeah. He's like, yeah, all right. So, oh, so yeah, but if you want to, just accompany us, there's still a bunch of stuff on this list that we need to buy for her. I mean, yeah, if you want to, yeah, sure, just come along.
If it's no trouble, then yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She's not. She's not aware that you've cotton on yet.
Yep.
Oh god.
Okay, so where are we going next?
Okay.
My merry band.
How about that arcane dude's place?
Arto's Arcane Assemblage.
Alliteration.
Yes.
We go there.
All right. It's just down the street. His shop, not so packed. Arto is a gnome that you soon
With the
discover.
German accent.
With the German
The
accent.
German
Yeah.
accent, yes.
The
No.
Übermensch. Wunderbar.
So he is sitting on kind of like a handcrafted stepping stool behind the counter with his monocle, over one eye, tinkering at something, and with a large display of items. It's a rather nice shop. If y'all would like, we can take a break here, bathroom or food. If not, we can keep going.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we can do 5 minutes
All right.
or however long.
I will be back here at 11:47.
I'm gonna take Astro out. It might take me a couple minutes longer.
All right, hurry back.
I will be back at 11:47 to play at 11:52 to 11:55.
Well, tomfoolery at its finest. Yeah. On we go.
Well, that could have gone a little bit better. But I did have a, what's it called? Pretty brain scrambling test. So I was not on as point as I would have liked to have been. But I mean, in the end, it's all tomfoolery and good times. So anyway, that's for you, future Logan.
I don't know what you're talking about, Logan.
Saved by the Bell.
Alright, put on my headset. And I was here at 11:47. I was.
This is a team, and you will all be held responsible. Why is it like right when we start playing, I get like all these messages on this? Downloaded a new app called Hinge. I've got some responses.
Let's see. I mean, I've been having fun.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun.
This has been great. Oh, I have kind of an idea of what I'm gonna do.
Good.
All right. I am eating Cheerios, so I will finish that off. Apparently, there's an achievement. There might be achievements for all of them, but I know for specifically, there's an achievement to complete like the Halo 4 Lasso playlist. It's called like Naked Tyrant for some reason.
Oh.
Not sure why. But yeah. Maybe there's one individually for each, and then there's one called a preference for pain that is completing like all of them. Like all 5 campaigns on Lasso. Yep. So I'll be busy during the summer.
Good.
When I'm not working or
playing
hanging out or whatever. Yeah. Started on Sierra 117 today. I'm trying to like get down a path because you know, Lasso fights take frickin' forever. So
yeah,
trying to find a way to skip. Trying to find a good path to skip through stuff. I've watched some videos, but one of them is do a long fight that will last like 10 plus minutes, which don't really want to do, considering it's just one portion of the level.
Right.
And then there's a very dangerous skip that whenever I've tried to do it, I've died pretty much every time. And I'm trying to find like my own little passageway through there where I can, you know, not die and do it repeatedly.
Right.
Yep. Also, I'm really missing the DMR. Like, I am super missing the DMR. The battle rifle just isn't as accurate as the DMR is in Halo 3. Or vice versa, that.
I got you.
Yeah. Blind Skull sucks.
Hey guys, were you talking about me?
Late.
Is Ryan here? Then I'm not late. Also, I've been here the entire time, but I just didn't say anything until like the last 2 or 3 minutes. I went to go get some cereal.
You missed all the Molly Halo nonsense talk then.
Darn.
Wait, Ryan doesn't have anything to do with this place, does he?
No.
I have no idea.
I mean, you always come at the end.
Well, considering that you're eating and you're the most important person in this place.
I know. I mean, I can put aside the cereal and let it go soft. Here, I'll just drink the milk real fast. Okay.
Okay. I'm back and ready for business. No pun intended.
More.
Pun delivered.
Has anyone who ever said no pun intended really not meant no pun intended?
Yeah, right.
Half the time, probably.
Well, why don't you go off on your little one-off adventures with the DM and go see if you can discover more of the Underground Railroad of the city.
The Underground Railroad.
All right, guys, I'm back and ready for business.
Not you two.
Fantastic.
Logan, we're beginning to become outnumbered.
I see.
I heard Molly can do it while I was taking my shoes off.
Yep.
All right.
On the fun.
Oh, all right. So, Alexandra and Noah would actually put his arm around you. Like, all right, you got stuff to do. Let's do it.
Oh, man. Yes, quite right. So, can you describe this place for us?
Kind of did.
No.
Time to do it again.
Yeah.
It's a nice shop, and can I words, please? Arto is a gnome, an older gnome with a monocle and a handmade stepping stool that he stands on at the front counter. Older than all of you here.
So, Alexandra will approach said gnome. Hello. Are you familiar with arcane rings that are able to store spells?
Excuse me. Yes, I am very well acquainted with such objects. As
That's
he kind of
good.
picks at his monocle.
I approve.
And she brings out from her patch this little decanter of slightly green liquid at like the little bottom. You see, my my employer, she came across this rather nasty. It's difficult to say what it was really. We'll just say magical energy, but she was able to store a little bit of it in this decanter right here. Do you think you'd be able to create a ring, preferably with like a green gemstone, maybe like an emerald or something, that can use this to kind of help store some of that magical energy? She passes him the little decanter.
And he kind of takes it and, picks at his monocle kind of like further and further away from his eye as his eye is getting larger and larger in the monocle, back and forth.
Physics.
It would very much be a challenge.
Are you up to it? Get it.
You will have to describe for me more about this spell. Perhaps the original spellcaster who was present at for such a spell can come in theirself. And
yeah, maybe we should go get Tristana real quick.
You see what my employer is trying to do here is not really emulate the spell. She just wants to be able to store that energy within the ring so that
yes, my dear, but you have to understand, in order for me to store the spell, I must also know this spell.
Well, we're not trying to store a spell per se, we're just trying to store the energy that supplies spells and putting it inside of the green crystal as a kind of
specific
like
to
a memento.
Spell.
No. You see, it's a bit complicated, but and she kind of brings out this little thing. Okay, yes. So she wants to use the spell. No, sorry, scratch that. She's not using the specific spell per se that she cast. She just wants that little piece of green magic energy to be the catalyst that powers the magic ring. It's more for like a memento, calls upon the energy type of a thing. Not to cast specific spells, but to power the entire arrangement. It's quite potent. It'll function as a ring of spell storing with some flavor added into it. That doesn't do anything.
I see.
Yes.
I understand. Thank you for your clarification. It's been a long day, very busy. You can understand.
You're a gnome.
You
Yeah.
seem to know a lot about this. Like, she must have left really detailed notes.
Yes, it's right here. See? And she kind of quickly opens the scroll and then closes it back up again.
I'm actually kind of curious. Can I see that? I don't know.
It's very delicate, and it's written in invisible ink. And she kind of snaps her fingers, and the ink disappears.
He's like, and then I'd be like, "Oh, don't worry, Alexandra. I have very deft fingers."
I'm sure that you do, but I don't think now is the time and place to be discussing such things.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Buy your magic ring.
I'm trying to have business with this good gnome here, sir.
I can see that.
So is there anything else that I can do for you? Obviously, I cannot have this ready for you within the next few moments.
I see. What else do you have, in stock? Anything interesting that a potential arcanist, minded person would, perchance, enjoy?
What is it that someone of your caliber would specialize in?
Oh, it's not for me. It's for a friend.
Of course.
And you,
Of course.
So, let me just paint you this picture of this gnome who is very well versed in the things arcane, very much sees through your illusion, and every time something comes up about another person, is very sarcastic.
Yeah, if possible, while she's doing whatever, Noah would actually give the gnome a side glance and just wink at him.
Yeah,
it's not creepy at all.
Yes, he definitely returns the favor once he sees how you two are interacting.
What's the price tag on this ring? I'm sure it's
let the man work first.
I'm sure it's thousands of gold.
Noah, and then he'll get back to us on the price.
I'm just curious. I mean, I might want one.
You want a ring of spell storing?
Yeah, Tristana could spell some. I don't know, store some sorcery magic, whatever for me.
I could put you some magic galore in there.
Yeah, you could do that too.
I'm sure she'd be more than happy to do that for you.
Auburn would lean down to Noah. I'm not really a fan of hers. I wish Tristana was here instead.
It's mean, man.
Matt, you know what? You know what? No, I like Alexandra. Tristana, like, okay, honestly, she was being a bit of a bitch, like this morning. You gotta be real. She was being like more bitchy than usual.
You know, I don't mean to intrude, but it seems to be a bit rude to talk bad about a friend behind her back. So
Better than in front of their faces. I learned that real quick at the temple.
I mean, anyway, so yeah, how much does this drink cost?
I was like, oh, okay, okay. So I'm sure she talks shit to my face all the time.
Yeah, but it's to your face, not behind you. Anyway, how much does the ring cost?
I just don't see the problem.
Well, considering the custom nature of this particular item, I will think that it can be done for 530 gold pieces.
This seems rather cheap.
However, I will, should you be needing any more services, I would be happy to combine them together and offer you the best deal as possible, because my pleasure is derived from tinkering with your objects.
She kind of like stifles a giggle. I'm sure you're quite good at your tinkering. Being as genuine as possible, not like making fun of him at all. Do you have any robes for like arcane users? What'd you say? Sorry.
What was that, Ryan?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
No. Yes, I have a fine selection of particular fabrics and such that I could arrange for someone of your caliber.
Do you have any robes that have defensive capabilities?
Of course.
Things such as like ablative properties.
Oh, actually, we're on the topic of robes. I mean, I don't know shit about magic. Do you have anything that like could make you stealthier? Just curious.
Oh.
I believe that is a cloak.
I mean, have you tried wearing black?
I don't think he wants to tinker with your objects, dear Noah.
I guess not. He'll just have to settle for Tristana's.
There. Do you say that?
Yeah,
he definitely said that.
Okay, I mean, the jig is not up yet because she kind of like looks at you, kind of like for a second, but then like catches composure because we're talking about Tristana's things, obviously. Anyway, okay, so we were talking about. Oh yes, do you have anything that could potentially negate damage, or perhaps, I don't know, bypass it for a few seconds?
Particular element?
What do you have? I was thinking just general damage of all types.
So perhaps a spell of resistance.
Let me see. Let me check my catalog and see if this is
Yep, and I will definitely
beneficial.
Look over at this catalog as best I can.
It is only in I seem to have lost my what did I call it? Catalog. So basically, what I would like the thing to do is perhaps operate something like a maybe like a blink spell, or maybe like a mirror image spell, or something like that will be able to.
Yeah, specific spells. I can very much work with this.
I see.
So,
Thinking of like a reactionary type of
of course, yes.
yes.
Um,
At least my employer is.
quite right. Now, which spell would you prefer?
How much difference would there be between the price between the two?
Oh, none, darling.
I see.
This will not be a cheap item either way.
How expensive would we be talking here?
Well, considering the cost to import such fabrics, required to hold such spells, and let's see. Probably, if you were to put them together, we're looking at.
I see him as like pulling out an abacus or something.
Yeah, no doubt. Ooh, that's bad. It's going to run you probably 1,290 gold pieces. Now, that is quite a sum of money, and this is quite an item that I do not get much of. I am willing to negotiate.
Say, you don't suppose that you could enchant, we were talking about stealth earlier. Is there nothing in your shop that has anything to do with, perhaps, what about invisibility? Maybe a limited range to specific spells.
You see, there are restrictions in the city that prevent me from ethically doing anything with invisibility.
How much would it take to
Darn.
override such ethics? I believe my associate here has quite a persuasive disposition.
Alexandra, what are you implying?
Robin would clear his throat. Stick to ethics. Torm is watching.
Torm is watching.
Alexandra's like, this is for you. I'm joking, of course, I'm joking.
Of course, yes, I'm sure.
Yes, of course. And she kind of like glares at Noah, but like not backing her up at all. For your stealth, it's fine. It's whatever.
Perhaps if Tristana were here.
There's also, what about a pass without a trace fabric? What about that?
That is an interesting request. Just perhaps some boots would suit that enchantment rather nicely. It would be very cheap to do so. Not so cheap if it were on a different item of clothing.
Really? For boots?
Really?
Alexandria has some pretty good ideas. You've piqued my interest at this time.
It was in my catalog. That's somewhere out there.
Yeah, catalog.
And I memorized quite well. Don't need it anymore.
Right. All right. So I don't know what this pass without trace thing means. I would just be stealthier on boots, and that doesn't break any ethical stuff. Just the invisibility.
Of course not.
All right, fine. How much would that be? You said it would be kind of cheap.
Well, cheap in regards to magic is relative.
Yeah.
680 gold pieces.
All right. Could you see, I'm kind of new to this enchanting stuff.
And he kind of like looks down to you at like, duh.
It's like what what specific effect other than it makes you more stealthy? Like what specific?
Well,
Effect.
someone wearing the boots that I would make would be able to.
Pass without a trace.
Yes, my dear, but more than that. Um,
Do you desire the arcane theory behind the spell? No, I could explain it to you. It was in my catalog.
You see, someone with the pass without trace ability would be affected by magical means and not be able to be tracked. I'm going to assume that you are not up to anything dubious.
Oh no, not at all. You said 637 gold.
680 gold pieces, sir.
680. You know what? You're a good guy. You have been helping me out this whole time. And so I'll pay it.
I appreciate your flattery and your business.
Well, before we finalize the deals, Noah, shouldn't you ask how many times you'd be able to use such exquisite enchantment abilities for this item before you pay?
Yeah, I mean,
gold pieces.
no, I'd actually think, you know what? That's actually a good point. I'm still new to magic stuff. I just assumed it'd be on, forever.
Well, you see, the ramifications of magic are such that the boots would simply implode. Were that the case?
Really?
It's like exploding, but inwards.
So it's
It's like an explosion.
yeah. I know what implosion means.
Well, that's good. You read. I forgot.
Yeah, I do. All right. So it's not.
No, sir, I understand what you're asking. Listen, these boots will be able to be activated for an hour at a time once per day.
Okay, sure. Hour at a time, once per day, that's fine.
All right.
Is it a consecutive hour or is it a...
Yes, it is a consecutive hour, my dear.
I see. Sorry, Noah.
Is there anything else that I can help you with, or should I get to work on your projects?
Yeah.
I'm looking for a rod.
A
One that
rod.
moves when activated.
What type of rod, sir?
One that does not move when activated.
Oh, I see. You'll have to excuse my hearing. I am not quite the young whippersnapper that I used to be.
He takes a step forward and leans in a little bit closer. One that does not move when activated.
Ah, yes, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that.
No problem at all.
Let me see what I can do that for. Yes, an object of this caliber would go for about 710 gold pieces.
He starts considering it.
Yes. Well, I see that you are not quite made up. So, if all of you were to purchase these objects today, right now, for the amount stated, I would be happy to add in a... Well, would you look at that? 10% discount.
Before we settle in on the price, I'd still like to discuss the finer details of this
Of course.
robe. So I think I've decided upon one of mirror image as opposed to blink. So you were able to, or not I. I have. Anyway, the mirror image one seemed nice. How much? That's the same price as the blink.
No, would just kind of look at Auburn, just like shake his head.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's quite right. Quite right.
Would there be any passive effects to this robe besides the same active effect of the spell?
Before you get ahead of yourself, that would
I
be
see.
700 gold pieces without any additional effects.
So there'd be no on the passive effects then.
It depends on what you're looking for, madam.
Perhaps to a tune of either a +1 or a +2. Quality garb.
To
You know, if you think about the mechanical theory behind how melee, ranged, or various other types of aggressive attacks come at a individual who may or may not be wearing armor in a separate class from which the
he looks like super
armor class.
I see.
You know, you are very, very well versed in this technical mumbo jumbo. That catalog.
See, I attended university for quite some time, and I have a photographic memory. So, catalog.
Yes, what did I say? 700 gold pieces.
I believe you said 600, but who's counting?
An additional. You say who's counting? And he looks down at his abacus and looks back up at you. 700 gold pieces and moves on the abacus. 320 additional gold pieces for your combat prowess.
Okay. So mechanically or arcanely speaking, how would the object function actively? Same as the enchantment? What are its limitations?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Say that again, would you, dear?
Basically, what are the limitations of the item's activation?
Oh, of course. Like I said before, unless you want this cloak to implode on my face while I am creating it, then it will have to be a once per day attuned item only to you, my dear.
I'm not sure it's worth. I will think about it. You two, do you have other items to discuss with the good sir?
No. If you're, I don't know. If you're done getting stuff for your employer or Tristana, that is, then I mean, I'm fine. What about you, Aubrey?
I'm good.
I'm
not really comfortable going more than 600 gold pieces, though.
Well, what was that again, sir?
I think I'm ready to make a deal, but I'm not comfortable going more than 600 gold pieces after the discount, of course.
Ah.
All right. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll take that. The boots of Move Without Trace. The robes of Mirror Image. The Immovable Rod. And Ring Spell Story. So what would be our grand total?
Does he say anything back to my
What did I say? Immovable rod, and I said 10% off.
Oh, just to the immovable rod. I thought it was to everything.
Well, no. I'm looking at his price specifically.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you said 710 with 10% off on top.
Of that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's with 10%. Wait.
that's without 10%.
Okay, so minus 70.
71.
What is I mean, guys,
Mark
I'm really bad at math.
Not
So like 710 minus 71.
Or minus 7, yeah. That's fine.
Pull out my own magical abacus. 639.
Yeah.
and I am offering you 600 even.
I will meet you in the middle at 620 gold pieces, and that is my final offer.
Okay. Deal.
Done.
He starts counting his gold.
All of these items I will have to enchant, and they will be available for you to pick up on the morrow. The others, I assume that you are ready to pay for them.
Yep, I'm good.
So 680 for you, Molly?
I believe it is. I thought the 10% applied to everyone.
Well, I'm asking, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's 612 with
There
the
you
10%
go. Okay.
off.
All right. And then, so just mark that off. And Tristana?
So it was. Oh, okay. So the first one was like 680, and then the second one's like 1,020 or something like that. So that would be 1,700. 10% off that would be 1,540. 1,530. I mean.
So 1530 for a Cloak of Resistance +1. Also with the activate effect of mirror image once per day.
Sure.
The activate phrase will be Atsa Amin.
I will reprogram that, but I mean, my employer will reprogram that, but it was good a start.
That means catch me in Elven.
That's cute.
And a ring of spell storing that is set within emerald, correct?
Indeed. And also the magical energy radiates and
Yes,
pulsates
of
inside.
course, my dear.
Oh, yes, indeed. I should say that because it seems to be that there was some miscommunications there earlier.
Quite right.
Quite right.
Okay, yeah. So all those prices are good. Subtract them from your totals.
Minus 15.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you. If my shop burns down over the night, you will know that it is because you.
It's strange you'd say burn down. That's an apt choice of words.
You don't mean Tristana would never. I mean,
I wouldn't.
Found out that you planned on cheating her. My employer gets shall we say, heated in the moment.
In the heat of the moment.
I was gonna say caught up in the moment, but yeah, that's.
So, if you don't mind, I will get to work. I hope you understand that I was, of course, jesting. I'm a master of the arcane arts.
What was his name again? Arcano?
Arto.
Artano?
Arto.
Arta. What?
Arto.
Like our toe, but
Molly,
Arto.
shut up. Let Logan speak. What was his name?
I'm not saying it again.
Damn it. Hey, Molly, what was his name?
Okay, enough.
Hey Auburn, I actually gotta stop. I'm on my way too. Alexander, you can come too. I mean, if you want. I know you've already looked at everything for Tristana. Your employer.
There's actually still more on my my employer's list. So.
Oh, okay. Auburn, how do you feel about dropping by the blacksmith?
What's going there now?
All right, we are on similar wavelengths.
Except when it comes to that one. He points to our new friend.
Mm. All right, and so yeah, as we're like, this is long overdue. I guess it's kind of like as we're walking, I would just kind of go up to Auburn, of course, trying to be quiet enough so that Alexandra can't hear us, but like, you know that's Tristana, right?
He kind of looks at you to see if you're trying to like prank him.
Yeah, and Noah's like, he just nods.
It all makes sense now. I like her more as Tristana. She's kind of weird this way.
Yeah, just play along.
All right.
So the blacksmith is the closest location to the Grand Bridge across the River Kyanthar on the marketplace, just in the marketplace district. So think like, you know, the entrance to Whiterun, the blacksmith is right there at the front.
All right, gotcha. All right, we will walk on in.
Okay.
Speak to Mr. Vladovic.
Yes, he is actually outside hammering on his latest project. Clang, clang, clang. Mr. Vladovic Hammerfell is a Goliath male.
Hey, Auburn, you want to go first? Or should I?
I wouldn't mind going first.
Okay, go for it.
Excuse me, Mr. Vladovic.
Yo, hello, how are you doing today?
Great. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. This is my favorite job in the entire world. How may I help you?
I have a job or two I'd like to ask of you.
And I have a job or two that I can do for you.
Would you like to head inside and talk business, or is out here good for you?
It is such a beautiful day that Torm has created for us. Let us do business outside.
He kind of looks back at and up at the sky, at the real sun. It really is. So, I have this chess piece here. He goes to pull it out of his bag.
Yes.
And
It is very fine craftsmanship.
yes, it is. I would like you to custom make me a set of armor and take the enchantment from this one and apply it to the new one.
I have knowledge of such technique. I can do this, but it will take time.
How convenient. I'll be here for a while.
Good, good. Tell me, what exactly are you looking for to replace this item?
I would like full plate, but I want like bronze dragon scales. You know, replicated ones. I don't want the real thing.
That is quite an unusual request.
I have a thing for bronze dragon.
I see. Well, it would be my pleasure. Of course, I cannot use the real scales, as fun as that would be, but I would be happy to replicate Bronze dragon scales, cast in bronze.
It's perfect. And the enchantment too?
The enchantment too. You have my word. Should something go wrong, you will have full refund.
You're a great man. And I have one other thing I'd like to ask. I have this sword right here with the dragon bone pommel inlaid with lapis. I'd like this pommel removed and replaced with a different one.
Yes, I see it is rather tacky. What kind of symbol or material are you looking to replace with?
Just a normal handle and at the bottom of the pommel, the symbol of Pelor on both sides.
The father of the sun. Yes, I can do such a thing.
One to match my shield or my holy symbol.
I can do this for you, yes. In fact, I will do the sword for you for free. But the armor, it will cost you quite a large sum.
If you're gonna do that for free, I'll have to buy you a drink later tonight after the festival.
You should see Vladovic when he gets his drink on.
Are you a vodka man like myself?
And he kind of looks at you like, what? There are very few who can appreciate this drink like you and I do.
Hey, isn't that right? Most places serve the nastiest of stuff. I'm sure you know where to get the good stuff, and it'd be my honor to buy you some later.
I look forward to such a meeting. Now, back to the matter at hand.
Yes.
This is my least favorite part of my job, but for the work that I put in, I must be paid.
Of course. And you can keep this armor afterwards, the scale mail, if that helps with the price at all.
Actually, it does. I'm glad you said that. Minus 2,070 gold is what this project will cost you, my friend. Is there anything else that you would like me to do before the deal is struck?
What about if you were to line it with adamantine? How much would that add on to it?
This is a resource that we do not see much of in this region. Hold on. Oops. Crap. Sorry.
You're good.
Hmm. $2,070 gold and adamantine. It will be a grand total of 2,800 and... I'm sorry, 2,920 gold pieces.
And this is the +1, and right? Also,
Oh, from the armor enchantment, right?
yeah.
Well, so I took 400 gold off because you basically sold him the scale mail.
Right.
So that would be, 3,320 gold pieces.
No, the enchantment when it comes, like it switches over, just like the +1.
The
does.
+1, yeah. I mean, this guy does the armor and weapons for the Hellriders. This guy is, he is the blacksmith for Elturel. He's, the +1 is essentially masterwork for Pathfinder, as far as I'm concerned.
I see you have a deal. And he throws out his hand. Make sure you find me later for that drink.
I will be sure to do so.
I'd love to finish off the entire bottle in one night. I think with your help, I could. The feat I have not yet found someone to take on with me.
I will. We shall do this feat together, friend.
Glorious. And he pulls out gold.
Okay. How about you, friend? He kind of peers around Auburn.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just waiting until y'all are done. Are y'all good?
Yes, our business is concluded.
No? All right. All right. So he would kind of walk up. He'd pull out the two short swords, and not non-threateningly as possible. He just, put them on the... I forget, are we outside or inside?
Outside.
Outside? Okay, yeah. He would just, I don't know, like place
There's a bench. There's a table. There's like a bar, or what? Not like a, a counter kind of thing.
Yeah, I was looking for the word bench, but my brain is somewhere else apparently. So yeah, I was just putting them on the bench. Like, yeah. This is kind of the main thing. Like, you see these things, these right here. I've tried upkeep for myself. I've had these short swords for a while. They've done me well, but it's been a while since I've seen their heyday. You can understand just kind of looking at it, like you can see like nicks in the blade and whatnot. Like, it's like an amateur's job at best to like try and keep them sharp, but they're definitely not in their prime.
Yes, he can easily tell this.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I was just wondering if you could, in the blacksmith, just sharpen these up a little bit, get it, maybe even make them better. I'm sure you could do that easily. Make them how they were back in their prime, because I'd rather hold on to these weapons, kind of a little bit of sentimental value to them.
I will tell you what. I can see that you two are acquaintances, and I have heard word of such adventurers from Greenest. I assume you two are part of such stories, yes?
Yeah, we are. Honestly, I'm surprised that it's being spread this quickly.
Well, yes, you would be surprised at how fast the word travels when the Hellriders make a journey.
Yeah, you have a point there. They're a little loud.
So,
Just a tad bit.
Considering your outstanding efforts and the deal that I have with my friend here, pointing to Auburn, I will give you option. I can either reinforce said blades with finest steel that I have available, or I can preserve the handles and completely rework the blade of your weapons. But either way, I will do this free of charge.
Oh, awesome. I was actually going to maybe suggest the second one as well as another option. So that's great. We're on like the same wavelength here. I like this. All right. Yeah, I would love that. Thank you.
Very good, very good. So I will completely replace in with finest steel that I have available.
All right, heck yeah. Oh, also, do you have like a little I don't know, just a small thing, like a little bandolier or something, if that's the word for it.
Yes.
To cross.
Let us see. I wanted to show y'all what Vladovic looks like.
Hmm.
I just like.
I have a feeling I know already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I would just like to say that I think it's a crime for me to be asking this person in particular for items.
Ah!
Just saying.
That's funny. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me open that in screen share. Please be bigger than I. That's fine. Just for fun. Share.
Hey.
And my Goliaths look a little more like humans, but that's fine.
Yeah,
that's who I have in mind. Anyway. So yeah, he's gonna do that for you.
All right.
He's gonna do the plate armor first though. So you'll have to leave your weapons with him.
Mm-hmm. And I guess I'll just talk out of character for this. This would make them masterwork or +1.
Auburn, what's your weapon?
A mace. Or the great sword.
Are you gonna use the greatsword?
When the time comes, maybe. Decoration.
Yeah. I'm only cringing because I don't want to hand out all the gifts at once, but yeah, they will be masterwork.
Gotcha.
You chose to replace the blade. They'll be masterwork. So, and as far as I'm concerned, masterwork in my world is +1.
Okay. All right. I was just asking to make sure. All right. And there was it back in character. But there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. I thought maybe the mage would have something to do with this. Apparently not. But you see, I've heard tales before, but long ago, when maybe the Hellriders, maybe someone else of these like elven warriors or maybe like wardens that had like these special they had like these special cloaks. Well, not that allowed them to like more easily blend in. And I just wanted to bring it up. I'm not sure if you know of them, or you know how to make them, or anything like that, or you know where I could go to get them made. I don't know the specific name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I generally work with steel products.
Okay, just wondering.
But such enchantments or special eye clothing items, I would check with Artio down the road.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I am sorry, friend.
No, you're fine. All right, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else?
Auburn would speak up. I forgot. I wanted your opinion or a price check, I guess, on a couple ideas I had. But
Lay them on me, comrade.
so the first one would be an improvement to my shield. Something to make me better against arrows and the such.
What exactly do you have in mind?
Maybe a shield that protects better and catches the arrows.
Excuse me. Yes. Yeah. Have heard of such item. Perhaps I could make such a thing, but of course, not all blessings can come without their curses. I
Do you
can make such item for you, but uh, there is good chance that, let us say, enemy archer will shoot for you more often.
I guess all good things can't be just good. Some of them must require bad. That I do not mind. I prefer the arrows to come to me instead of my allies, anyways.
Now, for such an item, as it is not common for me to deal in such things. Oh crap. I hmm. Hold on. Yeah. Such an item would cost you 900 gold pieces.
Okay. Not too bad. And what about I read about it once. I've never actually seen it before. They come in different versions. I've read about gauntlets and belts, but they help you. They help your might grow larger.
Yes, you mean like this one right here. And he looks down and you see a belt of hill giant strength
You
on
kind of
him.
get closer to the belt. I've never actually seen one in person. It's quite marvelous expertise at its finest.
Indeed, this is the only one that I have ever come across, however.
Could you replicate it, or maybe something not as strong?
Hmm. Considering that crap. I am afraid not, my friend. That is beyond my scope.
No bother. He kind of looks to Noah. You mind if I borrow a little bit of gold?
Okay. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Okay, how much?
He too pulls out his calculator.
You mean his magical abacus?
Nope, he's a gnomish friend that made him a calculator.
Dang it. That is a thing. I forgot
It was
about
almost a potato.
that.
About 158, to be precise. It'd only help you in the long run with all these ranged attacks coming at me instead of you.
Sure. 158, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, I will make a note of that. You're lucky I'm such a nice guy.
You are the nicest guy.
And considering you're kind of buying... One of the things you're buying is to keep shit away from me. Yeah, fine. 158, there you go.
Looks like we have a deal. Or a new deal. And he takes the last of his coin pouch and just sets it on the table.
All right. It has been pleasure doing business with you. Your armor will be ready in 2 days' time, along with your weapons.
And I guess I'll leave you my shield.
No, the shield, however, I have for you right here, friend. Available in the shop.
You have the shield available?
Oh, you wanted like a, you wanted like your symbol on it and stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say like Auburn. It's missing that it's missing that Palor feel to it. Wouldn't quite be you.
You mean the giant sun?
Yeah, that.
I see, I see. Yes, I can do such thing for you, but it will also be available. You know, how long do you have to spend? I can do it for you right now.
I've got nowhere else to be until the ninth competition. I'm not sure when that starts, but
Excuse me. Yeah, screw it. You got enough time for that.
perfect.
So he goes in and opens some vodka for you to both share already, and gets to work on your shield and wants to talk lots about mountain goats and weapons.
There's actually like one more thing I wanted to throw in there real
Sure.
quick, if you want, if you'd be so kind.
No,
Right.
sorry, we're closed for business.
Ah, dang it!
Vodka drinkers only.
I'm definitely not one of them. All right. All right. So yeah, one more thing I wanted to ask. I don't know. Do you have? You said you work in steel. Maybe you work in leather too. I'm assuming since you're a blacksmith. Do you have any
Here and there.
better like leather armor than what I currently have on right here?
The best I can do is add more steel to it.
Out of game, what would that do to it?
Hint, hint.
Got it. All right, fine. Yeah, I was just wondering. Yeah, I'm already in studded.
Yeah.
Okay, just wondering. Ha, yeah.
Why are you shaking your head at me?
I'm gonna go with masterwork stuff being for like weapons because it makes more sense to me.
Gotcha.
And not for armor. Ryan's +1 will carry over from the magic enchantment though. Sorry, Carthron.
Glamored studded leather.
Gotcha. I was just wondering.
All right. Is our business in the marketplace concluded?
Yeah, I mean, so earlier when I asked about like stealth stuff and you're like, have you tried wearing black? I took that as the cue as to he doesn't have that here.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah, I got you. But I mean, it was kind of a joke.
yeah. I mean, I would have asked for it while I was there. Sorry. If you want.
We can go back to Arto.
Yeah.
I mean, now's the time to do it. I know Wesley's tired. We can do that when you pick up your. We can do that when you pick up your stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah, I know 1 o'clock was my cutoff point anyway. I was gonna call it there. Yeah.
All right.
All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging in there. One of the longer sessions, but
Magic hands.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. So join us next time for the glorious tournament. Peace out.